Did you guys know that in the next 2 years, almost 40% of the baby boomer generation of teachers is on their way out the door? Now, that is a storm that's been brewing for a long time. Obviously, the boomer generation, such a big generation, spanning a lot of years. And now we're finally getting to the point where those younger boomers are finally at that retirement age. They're vested, especially those that are in the school systems, probably have their pensions. It's their time. Now they can finally go off into the sunset and go on whatever adventures they're planning to do with the rest of their life. But I'm sitting here now just a little under a week with my kids being out of school. They're both in elementary school. And I was just kind of reflecting on the year with my middle daughter having 1 year left of elementary school, my oldest now in middle school, and just really contemplating what a blessing it's been for them to have such a great experience in elementary school as children. I can't speak for everybody out there, but at least for me, being in elementary school in the early 90s and now being 41 years old, I'm finding it hard to have any memories of those days, let alone really, really positive, like, oh my gosh, I had such amazing teachers. And I'm not trying to knock any of the teachers I had. I just literally can't remember. I don't know if it's amnesia. I don't know if I maybe need to go see a doctor and make sure I don't have early onset dementia or trauma. I have no idea, you guys. But I don't recall school ever being like, man, I can't wait to go to school because I have Mr. Adams or I have Mrs. Jones and school's going to be so fun today. And I think it's such a blessing that, at least for my two older girls, they've had that. I mean, I was sitting here looking at this little photo right here that my daughter did in this particular teacher's class that I'm reflecting on. I'll call him Mr. E for now. But he is a boomer man retiring. And it was an interesting year for me to be able to have some time to go into the classrooms and see firsthand the experience my kids were having with him. And what a unique experience. Number one, a lot of the profession, at least at that age where I'm at, a majority of them are women. So it was already rare enough to have a male teacher that was older. So that in itself, on top of him being just wonderful with kids, that in itself was so rare. And, you know, there's such a difference and it's such a hard profession. That's why you see some good, some bad, some indifferent, right? But getting to see the kids have an experience similar to what I and a lot of older people out there had with the pre-modern version of teaching, having a little bit of an old school tint is what I'm getting at, right? Like things not being so rigid to the updated curriculums with the tech side of things, these internet reading programs where the kids have to sit through these really rigid and boring online segment lessons like battle passes, basically. Oh, hey, congrats, you reached level 1 in English. Oh, congrats, you reached level 2 in math. And this teacher still had to deal with that, but still found a way to stick to a little bit more of a grounded level of teaching from what I saw. The kids were always captivated with how he spoke in class. Told a lot of stories. He was from this local area, so he always gave the kids these grounded stories and was able to connect with them where they, all of them, and I'm telling you, all the kids would know these little factoids. He would bring up stories, books, he would read them, and they retained it. And a lot of it was because of his passion to connect with the students. The boys, which I think, and shout out to all you teachers out there, boys in that K through 6 range, K through 7 range are a handful to deal with. And a lot of times they are interacting with women teachers. So having a man teacher with them that was able to make sure they were respectful, kind of let them be loose a little bit, but also rein them back in, right? Made sure they were being respectful to the girls and the other administrators. And same with the girls. All the girls in the class loved and respected him as well, playing old school music from like, Elvis and Rolling Stones, all these classic tracks. I was in shock every day of my daughter coming home and all these little factoids she would know. And it's just a testament not only to that generation having some old school and bringing that to the profession, but just what a blessing it is to have a fantastic educator in your life that makes an impact on you, where you look forward to going to school to learn and to grow and to play and to experience and to just live life being a kid. And that is so massive and important. So if any of you out there that are maybe parents, have kids in school, and you see one of these teachers, man, make sure you thank and appreciate them, because it is definitely not a guarantee that you will get that every year with your kids. And I just thought it was an end of an era almost, because we had some retirement parties for this teacher. And to me, it signified the end of that style of teaching that I think with teachers of my age there's so many different challenges now from the administrative side, which even when I looked up just some factoids on this topic online, the main reason for retirement was just the vested age, right? Hey, we're 62. We can get our full vesting in retirement and move on. But the second reason I saw listed in there was administrative pressure. And I know in my own family, I have some family members that are teachers and now retired, and they echoed that same sentiment that in their last 5 years, and this was already, let's say in the 2010s, they were already in shock in the meetings at some of the stuff they were asked to present or had to turn, et cetera. You know what I mean? The backside of any sort of job, the administrative side, was becoming an absolute nightmare. So that was the number two reason. Number one, it's just their time, you guys. It's just their time. And again, for me, I cannot recall. I can recall maybe a couple teachers' names from K through 6, especially. I remember my good times at that age in school were on the playground, playing basketball, playing soccer, not necessarily events in the classroom or field trips. My daughter, when she comes home, she's like, look, Dad, I just made a chalk drawing of this mission in Santa Barbara. Oh, Mr. E showed me this song by Freddie Fender. I'm like, Freddie Fender? He's teaching you about Freddie Fender? Yeah. And she starts singing the lyrics. She knows it all. Oh, did you know this in World War II? And they split the line in San Diego, and Mr. E wrote a book about it. I'm like, no way. Just the incredible excitement and joy to where at the end of the school year, you guys, I kid you not, my daughter turned to me and she's like, I don't want this year to be over because I'm going to miss Mr. E's class. Can you believe that? I'm almost in tears thinking about that, you guys. I can't believe that she's not going to have that experience anymore. And I hope she gets another incredible teacher. So shout out to Mr. E out there. The baby boomer teachers are on their way out. And I know not all of them are created equal, but salute to all the amazing ones out there. And you guys let me know. Do you remember your experience in K through 6 or K through even 12? 12 is probably too much because that's going into high school. Do you remember a specific teacher having a massive impact on your life from kindergarten through 6th grade? I'm just curious. You let me know in the comments. And man, like in this teacher, for example, before on the way out, he has students visiting him that are damn near my age still, that he taught 20 plus years ago, that are on doing their own life now, and they still remember this guy. So anyways, shout out to Mr. E. You guys let me know if you remember any impactful teachers in your life. If you're a teacher out there, you let me know in the comments. Just wanted to share that and my experience with my daughter in this K through 12 experience. And I got another little one that isn't even in school yet. And I'm crossing my fingers. She has the same experience my two older daughters did. But hey, man, that's a Hanging with Hoskees episode 4. Short and sweet. Make sure you guys click that like button, click that subscribe. We're on the way to 50 subscribers. Hey, when we hit 50, we'll do a quick live to celebrate as a community, reaching that milestone in such a short time. Thank you guys so much for the support. I'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy, everybody. Peace out.